get ready with us as we wait for the reporter from Dakota News Now to come interview Big D here. Delegate It ran 27 races in his prime, so with the Kentucky Derby tomorrow, they're going to feature his story. We're pretty excited, aren't we, big boy? Because you're a champion. He may have only won one of those 27 races, but we don't care. He gave it all. He gave it. He tried every single time, and he's a champion to us. Got to make him look like a champion. Big D came to us from Utah. He raced mostly in California and Arizona, in those states. Like many thoroughbreds, racing thoroughbreds, he does have Bold Ruler in his background and several other pretty good horses, several from England and Ireland, actually. Nobody that stands out in the generations currently, like just the last few generations, but it doesn't matter, does it? They all raced, they all did good. You did good. You were a champion, weren't you? You're our champion. Be good. Picture as pretty as you can, huh, for the camera? So Delegate It, I can't even see, this thing is too short. Delegate It has a birthday coming up. He'll be 23 years old on May 25th, which we think is pretty cool. He raced until he was 7, so it's been a while, but he's still pretty cool. What is that? You gotta look good for the camera, big guy. You're looking good. You're looking better. So South Dakota is a long way from Utah or Kentucky, for that matter. But this just kind of goes to show how racehorses, there's so many of them you don't know about. You hear about the Derby winners, you hear about the big ones, but there are racehorses all over the country. And when they're done racing, where do they end up? He got lucky, he ended up with a family, but then here he is 20-some years later as a 22-year-old. His family suffered some medical things. One passed away, one of his owners passed away, and the other one broke her hip. And he ends up being basically starved in a boarding barn, and then finds himself at a rescue in South Dakota. So it's just kind of crazy how it works. He doesn't like me not brushing him. He's like, that felt good. Get back to it, woman. Right? Right? Back to what you deserve. Can I get the mud at your ear, huh? Can I get the mud at your ear? Make you look good? It's okay. You don't have to like it. Delegate is a big boy. He stands 16'3", which is 5'7" at the withers. I'm 5'7", and he looks bigger than me, so we might have to re-stick him. He might be all of 17 hands. And by stick him, the measuring tool we use is called a stick. So we're not gonna beat him with a stick or anything like that. Does that feel good? Does that feel good? And you might question, this bar is funny, you might question how we know who he is. Well, we were told when he got dropped off that his name was Delegate, and Jockey Club registered thoroughbreds Older ones particularly have a tattoo on their lip. I'm not going to show it to you because it's kind of mean. Newer ones do get a microchip as well, or in addition or as an alternative to their tattooing. But we were able to decipher his tattoo, and using his markings and the name, we did find a horse the same age named Delegate It, who has the same markings and the same tattoos. So that is how we know that he is Delegate It. And with that, we've been able to get all his history. We have a picture of his one win that we were able to order from way back when he was a 4-year-old, I think. We were able to order that picture, and that's on its way. So it's kind of nice to get that history. Can we have the other side? Can we switch sides? Come here, over, big boy. You gotta look good for the camera. Move over. Over, please. So we were told that Delegate It is broke to ride by pretty much anybody. We have not yet ridden him. He came in very, very thin. He was very underweight. He's still gaining weight, but he's looking good. Now that he's up to weight, he has a lot of energy. So we've been kind of working that out on the lunge line, just kind of letting him get back into shape before we put a rider on him. He is technically looking for a home at 23. He could still do a lot. He still has a lot of energy, but he's ready to slow down and retire a little bit. Though his slowdown is a lot different from the average quarter horse's slowdown. Delegate would love a home that gives him what he's used to, which is a lot of attention and a lot of love. He does require a lot of extra food. He's a thoroughbred to begin. He's huge, but that's not a big deal. For people who like thoroughbreds will understand that. We're hoping that this article will explain how even horses that have raced, horses that have done amazing things, still end up in rescue. Rescue horses kind of get a bad rap sometimes for being damaged or having problems, and sometimes, most of the time, they have people problems. Something's gone wrong in their life and they found themselves in a bad space through no fault of their own. Do you want your face brushed more? Is that what you want? We're grateful that the family members stepped in and tried to get him to a safe space. He couldn't make the trip to his original owner's family from Utah to Pennsylvania. He was too thin. So he ended up here with some friends. And as soon as he came off the trailer, the friend was like, he is too thin. Can you take him? And of course we said yes. I'm pretty happy that the people in his life cared enough to seek what they could for him. And we hope we can find him a new family that'll love him. Until then, he'll stay here and be loved. Right, you're gonna be pretty, you're gonna be a star. You're gonna be a star, aren't you? He's like, I am a star.